Here we go. We didn't review this last week because there was no national press show. Just to explain, the way national press shows work is that they show everything that opens on Friday, on a Monday or a Tuesday. In this particular case, they didn't. What they did do is a screening on Sunday morning, which these are called fun in the foyer screenings. They tend to be family screenings. I'm not sure why there wasn't a national press show. Anyway, so this is a big screen adaptation of the long-running video game in which players essentially build worlds. And if you're my age and you have kids who played video games, this is one of the most popular games of EVs, and a relief to many parents because it's about building things. It's about creating worlds, and you have to dig stuff out in order to be able to get the tools. It's not about first-person shooter stuff. So there were plans for film adaptation way back 10 years ago. Now finally made as a film. The plot. 4 misfits. This is the official plot. 4 misfits are pulled through a portal into a cubic world that thrives on imagination, having no choice but to master the world while embarking on a quest with expert crafter named Steve. Steve, played by Jack Black, also Jason Momoa. Here's a clip of the trailer.
Don't worry! I'm gonna cushion our fall with this water bucket! Release!
The overworld.
Wow.
Anything you can dream about,
You can create!
So they built all this?
Yeah, most of it.
Hold on.
That thing doesn't understand a word you're saying.
We're talking.
So, the first thing to say is that this has broken a number of records, which are record opening for a movie based on a video game, so it outstripped Super Mario Bros. Movie, which was remarkable. Record opening for a Warner Brothers legendary co-production, so it opened ahead of Dark Knight Rises, although there's inflation and all that stuff. Largest Friday, Saturday, Sunday opening since Deadpool and Wolverine. Jack Black's biggest domestic opening, more than Super Mario Brothers. Warner Brothers' biggest Saturday of all time. Warner Brothers' biggest Sunday of all time. And the only film in box office history to open to over 50 million and see no drop on Saturday, meaning on its second day, it rose by 4%.
So it kind of doesn't matter what you think of it, does it really?
And this is the point when I said, I'm not quite sure why they didn't have a national press show. That's the reason. I mean, they had, as I said, they were showing it on Sunday. It wasn't like they were trying to hide it from anybody, but they were showing it basically on a Sunday because that's when you'll get the audience that, that like it. So a friend of mine has a young son who went along to see it. And their feeling was pretty much the same as mine. I saw it on Monday in the cinema. It is what it is. I mean, the thing with Minecraft, have you ever seen Minecraft, the game, Simon?
I've seen Child 3 play Minecraft.
Okay. And when Child 3 was playing Minecraft, what was the main thing that you thought about what was happening at the time that they were doing?
The kind of straightforward, simplistic message, which you've already mentioned, which is they're building something very rough and ready graphics, nothing fancy, nothing expensive. Well, it didn't look expensive, but it seemed to be an entirely positive thing that they were doing.
Exactly. And what they were doing was world building. So in the case of this, what happens is that Jack Black's character goes into that world, and then Jason Momoa's character, who was a video gamer and is now washed up, goes in with some other people, and then they have to do stuff in the world of Minecraft. But essentially, it's a Jack Black movie that happens to be playing out in the world of Minecraft. Now, it's interestingly enough, my friend who went with his son came out of it and said, "Oh yeah, I've just been to see this," and then his son immediately insisted that this text be sent, which was "Pig with Crown" is a reference to Minecraft YouTuber Technoblade. Calling Iron Golem Big Guy is most likely a reference to Camna 18. There are multiple Minecraft YouTubers with cameos. Pointed out mistakes like Day and Night Cycle is 20 minutes. Not anyway, a whole bunch. So basically, he'd been sitting there watching the movie, enjoying it, but also doing the thing that people who are obsessed with Minecraft do go, that's that. Now, I didn't do any of that because I really enjoyed watching my son play Minecraft because it was creative. What I saw when I watched the movie was none of that kind of magic. I mean, they've got the Minecraft design and it's the Minecraft characters. It's not terrible. Jack Black's fine. Jack Black pretty much does Jack Black, and Jack Black and Jason Momoa together, they're okay. So it's perfectly unremarkable. The reason that it's done as well as it has is because the Minecraft IP is so massive. and the recognition is so massive, and the film doesn't tread all over. And I mean, the irony of it is that the whole point about Minecraft is it is a world. It's a world in which you build things, and which your imagination really does. And watching the film is not the same thing. It's just a film that happens to be taking place within the scenery of that game. So there is, you can either say, well, this is a defiling of what Minecraft is, or it's kind of it clearly is full of Easter eggs for people that know the detail of Minecraft. I thought, all right, it is what it is. It is what it is. I saw it on Monday. It's Wednesday. I can barely remember it, but
and the thing that it is, it will be a movie that keeps cinemas going for a whole lot longer.
Precisely. One thing that I should point out: Legendary's chairman of worldwide production, Mary Parent, explained how the movie earned the A in its title, saying, "We're calling it a Minecraft movie because we're respecting the fact that there's no one story that drives the game."
Okay. Neil Thurston, age 43 and a half. Dear Stephen Dennis, the film was, by any artistic measure, an absolute hot mess. The hilarious Basil exposition section at the start, the nonsensical plot, random songs about cooked chicken. But what I wanted to tell you about was the effect the film had on the patrons of the Leeds multiplex with whom I shared my Saturday afternoon. A full house, always a fine thing, consisting entirely of target audience and their parents, me falling into this camp, who on no less than 10 occasions broke into spontaneous applause. No American-style whooping or cheering, thank you very much, just polite applause. I've read some stuff online where people are getting angry at the applause and cheering. But who has gone to see this movie expecting to be surrounded by a calm, contemplative audience? This is not a film for critics and connoisseurs of film. It's a film for fans of Minecraft, so let them enjoy it. Probably one of the worst films I've ever seen, but one of the best cinema experiences in ages.
Well, what a lovely thing to be able to say.
Exactly.
And as you said, the positive thing is it's filling cinemas out. And yes, I mean, Alan was talking to me about this thing about people cheering for recognizing characters appearing, but hey, okay, fine. I mean, the movie exists because Minecraft is a hugely recognizable IP.
Will, who's 24, in Norwich. Dear Chicken Jockey and I Am Steve, I want to try balance the argument about the behavior of Minecraft cinema goers to some degree from a younger person's perspective. I saw the Minecraft movie last night with one of my friends. For some context, we are both 24, and for both of us, the game has been a large part of our childhoods and have been surrounded by its impact in the gaming world since its launch. I'm sure you have seen and heard about showings of people throwing popcorn at the screen, being thrown out of the theatre and screaming out some of the memeable lines such as chicken jockey and flint and steel. It isn't really fair on the cinema staff who are having to deal with all of this and clean up after each showing when it becomes a war zone. I feel for patrons who actually want to watch the movie with a code-compliant audience. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. What I disagree with is some people getting annoyed with the fans who are hyped up for the movie and people cheering during it. I haven't seen people get this amped up for a film since Avengers Endgame or even Spider-Man No Way Home. And for me, this hype added to the experience. As we all say on this show, your movie-going experience can often be impacted by the people you see it with and what you bring to it. This was definitely true for a Minecraft movie. We saw this with a packed audience on Saturday as the credits rolled, the room filled with loud applause and cheers, which still were respectful. I think for many people, this will be a cinema experience they never forget. It's bad corporate slot, but boy, is it fun. So anyway,
there we are.
I think it's very good. It's a fair point about the popcorn chucking and not fair on the staff to have to go and pick it up.
Is there popcorn chucking? Yeah, no, that's absolutely not.
But if a cinema is full and everyone is cheering and applauding and thinking, "I'll come back," then that's a big thumbs up, I would have thought.